people who basically were in the generation before me as Crips were the original.
Okay.
In New York. So I probably turned Crip in 99.
Okay.
I was about 14. And I honestly joined because I had a problem with some Bloods because we had did some dirt together, and then they tried to throw it off like I ran off with the money when it came to time to pay up. Guy who put us on.
Right.
So that kind of put my life in kind of like a uncomfortable situation.
Get it.
So so now we enemies. So if we enemies, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So
well,
now I became a Crip.
You know what? And when you say that, right, you get so many people who be like, I don't have to be, I work by myself. Yeah, but when you got a whole neighborhood of a whole nation of people coming at you, you're gonna have to pick or you're gonna have to move.
You ain't nowhere to move.
That's what I'm saying. When you got nowhere to move, you have to fight that fire with the fire. You know what I'm saying? So you will have people that'll live somewhere and be a rival, and people be like, how did he live over there? Because they know he got that bag up. They know you do something to him, he making that phone call, and we just gonna be tearing this place up every day.
And I was definitely, and because it came with so much animosity for me, originally off the jump, I came with the smoke.
Right.
Originally off the jump, I was like, it was like, oh yeah, all that, oh, we gonna fight in the park and get out? Nah, I don't want to go in like this. I'm going in.
Right.
I'm going in. We ain't gonna tell we ain't gonna put all the details onto that, but you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
So when you and Kelly locked up, being a Crip from New York, do the West, or did they, or do the West Coast and East Coast Crips embrace each other, or do they got a problem with each other?
We could never have a problem with the West Coast being from the East Coast, because at the end of the day, we have to accept the fact that they're the originators.
Okay.
So basically, they I'm gonna be honest, they was on my ass. When I went to prison, I was young too.
Right.
Fresh 24, 23.
Right.
So I was what you call a torpedo, a missile.
Okay.
So, and they gonna and this is the thing about being from the street, no matter where you at.
Right.
People gonna respect you if you demand your respect.
I get it.
So I always took it to my heart, that I was the representation of what a New York Crip was.
Okay.
So I turned down no fades.
Right.
Every time somebody on the yard had a problem with neighborhood Crips, guess who was fighting? Me. I done been in riots. I remember there was a riot with all the black people and all the Mexicans. We was going against each other, and when we turned around, mad people ran into their cells. I'm talking about, I was like 50 of us versus like 250 Mexicans.
Right.
They pulling out shanks this long, like it was like swords. And and I'm fighting with Bay niggas and all kind of shit. And I done got transferred to other prisons. I remember I punched a nigga out the prison before.
Okay, so
I hit him so hard. Hit him so hard.
Did they charge him with escape?
No, I hit him so hard that he had to get the medical evac.
Oh, okay.
Get him up out of here, boy.
So when you say they was on you, what I'm asking,
they didn't respect us.
Did the they did embrace you?
They I'm gonna tell you something. They took me in,
right? But
they didn't respect my cripping.
You had to earn it. You had to earn the respect.
Right. They didn't just be like, oh, he's a New York Crip, come on.
I get it.
No, it was, oh, where are you a Crip? You from where? He from New York. I'm gonna tell you, the first meeting I went to, I got knocked the fuck out.
I get it.
They was like, yo, so what that Crip be like? And I spit these codes because if you know anything about New York Cripping,
right,
during the time when it was younger, we had something called the 8-ball, which meant that we had information from the GDs, and we were structured like the GDs, but we were a LA gang. So when they say, what's your Crip be, what that blue be like, you had a code like a GD. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Right. So that was the joke forever. It was like, nigga, don't you, boom. They're like, don't you ever talk like that. That's not what cripping is about.
Oh, so the LA ones wasn't
right, that's not how they crip.
Right.
So what we learned was not what was taught over here.
Right.
So I had to get restructured as a Crip with California information. So as my time went on, I wound up going to, when I got out of state prison, I went to R&R like everybody, you go get your dress outs and all that good shit. I was picked up by the federal marshals.
Hold on. Everybody hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that share, hit that Cash App, because, man, this story is worth so. Hold on, y'all gotta get a commercial.
Church, preach, tabernacle. It's the only way we gonna get any action. Uncle Beats, I gotta tell you, man, you've been having a good year. Continue to chase money and not hold. All right now.